Hey everybody, it's Angie. Let's take a tour of Sanctuary Cap Cana, an adults-only all-inclusive resort. To the left as you drive up is Sanctuary Town, and I'll have a tour of that at the end of this video. Then to the right is your main courtyard with a small shop, the fountain, the main entrance to the resort, and one of the a la carte restaurants. This is the Steakhouse. It does not require reservations. It's beautiful inside. The tables were very comfortable. It's a casual environment. They had a mariachi band playing. I personally enjoyed the tuna tartare. I thought it was perfectly seasoned, but the highlight is the steak. The owners of the resort own a cattle ranch in Spain, and the steak was terrific. It did not disappoint. For sides, I recommend the macaroni and cheese. If you come around the corner, you'll find another beautiful courtyard and the Italian a la carte restaurant. This restaurant does require reservations, and it's absolutely gorgeous inside. Some of my colleagues ate in here and said it was absolutely delicious. This is perfect for a romantic evening, but they do have a semi-private room if you have a larger party of up to 8 people that want to dine together. You can work with the concierge to reserve that. Inside, we'll find this gorgeous lobby. I think this is one of the most beautiful lobbies I've been in the Caribbean by far. It has such an old world Europe feel, which I really, really like. You'll check in at the desk. Coming around, you'll find these double doors. These enter into the Love Bar, which was an old chapel, so you can see the arches. There was live entertainment here in the evening, so it was kind of like the place to hang out in the early evening. The coffee shop is available. It also has small treats. And then at this long table, you'll find the concierge. This is where you'll make your dining reservations for the Italian or the Asian restaurant. On the board there, you can see it has the list of all the different activities going on. And then they have this beautiful large terrace. This is available for private events if you were coming with a large group or convention. It's also a nice, quiet place to relax and have a beautiful ocean view. You can see they have fire pits available. Now, you probably aren't going to need these in August or September when it's a little bit steamy here in the Dominican Republic, but in the winter, it'll be great. Now, getting an overview of all the pools up here on this level, there's a very quiet pool with a terrific ocean view. Heading down the stairs, we'll head to the buffet. The buffet was open for breakfast and lunch. There is no buffet for dinner. They serve you, so you don't have to worry about people touching all the tongs, and they had a good mix of savory and regular breakfast items, made to order eggs, omelets. They had all the different types of breakfast meats. You have your delicious fruit. The fruit was excellent here. Oatmeal. Of course, you're going to have your cheese and meats. If you saw my Hilton video, I talked about how it's so interesting that all-inclusive resorts have cheese and meats and salads at all of their breakfasts. So there's the meats part of the equation. And then they'll freshly make you smoothies. They have quick bites if you just wanted to grab like a light continental breakfast and go. And then they had fresh made juices every day. Of course, you can't forget all the delicious pastries that are available. Down on this level, there is another pool, and you have some outdoor seating for the buffet. And then I love the flowers here. I think the landscapers here do an incredible job. It smells so good walking around this resort. Heading to the right as we face the beach, we'll find the Colonial buildings. These junior suites are a little bit smaller, but they are perfectly located near the pools and restaurants. The main pool has a swim-up bar, and also note the zero entry and all of the umbrellas around providing shade. There's a smaller quiet pool just behind it, and then you have the Monarch villas there, like that blue building, and the beach bar. The beach is a little bit smaller. You do see the seaweed barricade in the water. There's a small gift shop on the beach, and then just beyond that is the snack area where you can get seafood, ceviche, salads, sandwiches. Just a great spot to grab a quick bite. Here's the back of that swim-up bar, and then you can see how large the pool is. Beyond that, we're going to find Blue Marlin. This is an a la carte restaurant available for lunch and dinner. Reservations are not required. It's very seafood inspired on its menu, and I had a terrific lunch and dinner there. For lunch, I really enjoyed the view. If you can get this incredible view, you're so lucky. They have plantain chips. I love the mocktails here. They're so fresh. These were the shrimp tacos. They were really well seasoned, very good, crunchy shell. And then here is the octopus. It was perfectly tender and cooked. I highly recommend it. Just beyond the restaurant, you're going to find this great area for relaxation. You could use it for a private event. And then out on the platform, these are my favorite seats at the whole resort. Reminds me of those Papazon chairs from the 80s. Behind the Blue Marlin is the PM Pub. This is where the nightlife takes over at 11 p.m. Inside, you can see it's set up beautifully. I will be honest, there was only 7 people in there at night when we were there. So nightlife depends on the people. Walking, now we're going to kind of the left from the main building. These are a lot of the high-end villas just in front of the luxury building. Here's a video from my arrival at the resort heading to my premium luxury junior suite. Cap Cana is a private community about 15 minutes from the Punta Cana airport. Very easy to get to. The luxury building is going to be a great choice for you if you want more updated suite, a little bit larger suite, and you don't mind walking a little bit further to get to the pool or the restaurants. Pulling into the building, it does have elevators, and here is my premium luxury junior suite. Right when you come in is the walk-in closet. This was so convenient, had a ton of storage. Of course, you have your bathrobes, your slippers, umbrellas, and safe. Next to it is the bathroom. The bathroom has 2 sinks and a stand-up shower and toilet. I really like the shower. It had a nice strong flow with the handheld as well as the rain shower head. They have all the included amenities: toothbrush, shampoo, conditioner, gel, and lotion. Here's the mini bar setup. You have an espresso machine and then your mini fridge. Now look, I cannot get this open, and the reason is that white thing right there is a sticker. So if you have the same problem, that's why. So you have beer, sodas, and waters. Notice it was Pepsi products. I had the king bedroom. You have a TV that overlooks the bed. I love the size of this suite. It felt very large, very luxurious. You have the tables and chairs. There was a nice amenity that they gave, and then your bathtub is going to be out on the balcony. How do we feel about bathtub balconies? I feel like I don't use it that much because you're outside. Now, this was a very private balcony, so I'd feel more comfortable using it, but otherwise, I'm not so sure. The view was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at the color of the ocean here. Now, if you continue walking to the left of the resort, you're going to come across the castle. So the castle is the perfect place to stay if you're on your honeymoon or having a special occasion. Inside the castle is the spa and the gym. The gym is included. Spa services are an extra charge. It was a well-equipped gym, especially for the size of the resort. It had lots of cardio and weight equipment. The castle has its own bar and lounge. Anyone can visit the castle. You don't have to be staying here. It's just a bit of a hike from the main areas of the resort. Like literally you go up a small hill. There's the bar, and then here's the lounge area. Here's the silent box in case you have to make a phone call. The vibe here is very chill. Sanctuary overall has a very relaxing, chill vibe. Out on the deck, you'll find a small pool and then great chairs overlooking the ocean. You can have food delivered here to your chair or one of those tables. Back down on the ground level, we'll find the main entrance to the spa. You can set up spa appointments with the concierge or directly at the spa. And then next to that is the Wok Asian restaurant. This restaurant does require reservations. It's recently been updated, and it's absolutely gorgeous at night. So it has this beautiful check-in gazebo. Look at all the gorgeous flowers around it. You have the swim-up pools there. Those are the swim-up suites in the castle. And then you have both indoor and outdoor dining. But look at the beautiful flowers. Now we're going to head to Sanctuary Town. If you remember, that was just across from the main entrance to the resort. Heading in, there is one restaurant that is not included in the all-inclusive. That's the Spanish restaurant right here. But then going around, everything else is included for the most part. Now, they may have things that are an extra charge, but the ice cream parlors are included. Fusion is about to open shortly. You can see they have a beautiful plaza there. You have Burger Factory that's included, and pizza ovens if you want fresh made pizzas. None of these restaurants require reservations. They have a beer bar and then a rum museum and sushi. So you have lots of options for dining here at Sanctuary Cap Cana. So that's Sanctuary Cap Cana. What did you think? Let me know in the comments, and here's some more videos I thought you might like.